Hey, welcome back. Holly B here, Holly's Kitchen. Just wanted to reach out, and today I'm going to do my version of Guy Fieri's chicken patties. But being that his are just so scrumptious, and I'm on a phase 2 HCG diet right now, I'm going to have to dumb it down a little bit, but it still tastes amazing. My daughter loves it, which is even more excellent because she's 8, and there you go. So if it's something she's going to eat and it's good for the both of us, then of course we're going to make it. Now, of course, always want to make sure you get all those nasty pieces on your chicken. Something I just can't stand. A good fillet knife will do it. And then you just want to make sure you get some of that yuck off the side. I don't know. I tell you. They say if you can't feed it to your dog, don't feed it to your family. So what I do is I just do some cubes, rough cubes. So I'll finish that up later. Meantime, we're just going to take handfuls. Now what I have here is literally 24 ounces. So on this program, that's going to be 4 servings, because instead of 4 ounces, I have to do 6 ounces. They're just not going to make it through life. And so what I'm going to do is puree this. Excuse me, my dog's barking, so I got a little confused here. So what I'm going to do is put this in food processor, as Alton would say, thusly, the good old days, right? And then I'm just going to put on the lid. Mind you, this thing has fallen. I've broken it a million times, and we're going to just start with the chop. I think the puree setting is a little bit more gentle on this, so I think we'll do it that way. And just want to get this all into kind of like a brown beefish kind of consistency. Obviously, less than that. There we go. And you might have to play with it a little bit, but hey, get your hands dirty while you're cooking. And that's kind of what I'm looking for, literally something that you can mush together and form into patties. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get the other ingredients off Guy Fieri's list, eliminate the yummies that I can't have. For example, say the artichoke parts. Let's see. Doesn't look like there's a whole much I have to eliminate. Bread, of course. The olives I can't put in. Red bell pepper I'm going to skip. Jalapeno, I don't really know if I need it. If you want some heat, but it doesn't really work with my daughter, so I'm going to definitely eliminate that. The egg I don't need. Ketchup and maybe ketchup might be good for a topping. Mustard, sliced tomato for a topping. So I'll go through what I put in, and if you want to just double check what your recipe says on Food Network, and again, Guy Fieri's chicken patties, my way. Be right back. So next into the party is going to be, say, half teaspoon paprika, half teaspoon chili powder, teaspoon of dried oregano, tablespoon minced fresh parsley, otherwise used dry. And I've eliminated red chili flakes, but I'm putting in half a teaspoon of ground cumin, half a teaspoon of celery salt, quarter teaspoon sage, 2 tablespoons of breadcrumbs, which I am omitting. And then I put in a little pinch of salt. So what we're going to do is we're just going to sprinkle all this love in here. All right, get all this love in here. And then don't be afraid to get your hands dirty. Get in there and mush all that deliciousness together. So I'm going to mix this up very, very well. Make sure everything is coated. All my seasonings are in here because I don't like to measure and taste. So we're going to mix this up. It's going to look beautiful. Okay, so while I'm doing this, I have my pan heating up. I'm using my favorite Lodge pan. Forgive me, it's Cabela's. I was pulled out of Lodge and I went Cabela's instead. So you just want to mix this up extremely well. So all those flavors are completely and thoroughly combined. So while the pan is heating, what I'm going to do is show you a little trick that I like to do. Get these corners in here. It's like you're mashing up your worst meatloaf ever. Well, actually, you know, anybody that cooks with beef, you do not want to overhandle that either. So then what I'm going to do is flop this on to my board, and then we're going to make a ball. Remember, 4 servings. It's an awful lot for 4 servings. I know, it looks like it. But we're going to do 4 servings. And if you measure your food, you'll be surprised how much you actually get out of it. Again, 24 ounces of chicken. And there you have, what is a giant sized patty? Now if I put this on my scale, pardon my dirty scale here. Put this on the scale, that's only coming up to 6 ounces. This giant ball is 6 ounces. So again, weigh your food. Don't be afraid, because a lot of you think, oh, that looks too big. It's not, guys. It's only 6 ounces of food here. So you measure it, put these into patties, right? Just like this. Don't be afraid to touch chicken. Everything will be sanitized and disinfected, I promise. So we'll do that. Get that pan ready, smush these guys down, and we're gonna put them in. So pan seems nice and hot. I sprinkled in some water. Hear how it's kind of sizzly? We're gonna do a quick little shot, because obviously we don't want a whole bunch of grease in here. Just spray the spatula so the chicken doesn't stick. Now, hopefully, if this is hot enough, this is what we're gonna hear. Yeah, right. Okay, needs to be flattened out a week. Now the saying is never smush your burger, but if you're just putting it in here, now you can do it. Now the reason why we want this hot, if you put your chicken in a cold pan or even a medium warm pan, you're going to have all that liquid coming out of the chicken. And then you're going to end up basically boiling your chicken. And if you're covering it, you're going to steam it. So that, of course, is not something we want to do. So what we're going to do is let this cook a bit. Try and get some browning on there. I have turned this down, electric stove top, 6.5. Just to turn down the heat and make sure we're not going to burn. Otherwise, it's not going to cook all the way through. And I'll come back a little shortly and show you what it looks like before I flip. Meantime, drink of the episode. Drink of the episode today is Smirnoff Peach. Watered down, of course, because if you can drink that whole glass of Smirnoff, God bless you. Be right back when it's time to flip and when they get nice and brown on the bottom. Okay, so you see how your chicken's starting to get cooked halfway up? Yep. That's how you can tell it's time to flip. And then check time, probably a couple minutes. Quick little spray. Spatula was washed after I put them in because you don't want to cross-contaminate. So try and go under and over so you don't touch any of the raw meat if you can help it. And let this go for a bit. Now look at how beautiful they look. I know, don't squish the patties, but it's not beef, so it's not going to reshape them anyway. So, meantime, and you know that bag of junk you guys get after you get done taking all your pieces of yucky chicken and garbage? Here's the hint. This garbage day, put it in the freezer. If you have room, or if you have an outside freezer in the garage, put it in the freezer, then take them out right before you're going to put the garbage out, and you do not have a smelly container. Here's another clue that my pan got a little too cold. See this little spot in there where it's leaking some fluid? That's exactly what I was talking about. So I turned it up just a pinch, say 7.5 on the electric stove. Try to cook that off so we don't get those juices rolling out, because you know chicken is really hard to deal with. and we want to keep as much juice in there as we possibly can. Okay, so I know these have been on long enough, and I did poke it with a meat thermometer. So you see how it's a little juicy here and here? That's okay, because I'm going to be putting them in the microwave tomorrow anyway. So it's okay, microwave's going to probably cook it through. And next would be plating it with your, favorite bun, ciabatta, sesame seed, toasted rolls, however you would like it. And then your favorite condiment. Mine is going to be horseradish mustard, just a little bit, because that stuff goes a long way. And then favorite toppings would be, this is my favorite lettuce. Beautiful lettuce. Look at that. We got lettuce. We have our beautiful vine ripe tomatoes. We have, of course, onion. And you could do it with, say, cabbage of choice, Brussels sprouts, roasted. You could do roasted cauliflower. You could do asparagus, anything you like. So I'm just going to take these off, put them aside, let them cool, and that'll be the end of that. But please, like, subscribe, comment, let me know what you think. Do try Guy Fieri's recipe. Very, very amazing. I've made the entire thing, love its pieces, but I decided I needed to cut a little bit. Summer's coming, guys. Enjoy. Thank you so much. Love